Okay, welcome to Styles Part 3. Now, we're going to make a brand new drawing. Click the application button, click New. Let's start a new drawing using the AutoCAD Civil 3D Metric template. Click Open. And let's save this drawing with a name. What we're going to do is we're going to call it your ID number underscore style. So store that in a location somewhere that's easy to find. Use your ID number underscore styles and keep this drawing in a safe place because we might have to use it a little later. So click save. We've got a brand new drawing. What I'm going to do now is create some new styles based on some existing styles that came with the template, and that's typically what you want to do. Don't ever make styles from scratch. It's just a lot of extra work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the settings tab in my prospector, expand out point, and I'm going to focus on points right now, and I'm going to expand out label styles. I'm going to right click on point elevation, or sorry, point number, elevation, and description. I'm going to make a few changes to that one. Right click on that particular style, click edit, and up comes my information tab. Let's give it a new name. So let's call it your ID number point label style. Okay, give it that name, click apply, and let's click the general tab, and we can choose a text style to use. So if you have any special AutoCAD text styles, you can choose those from the list if you like, from the general tab. Whether the label is visible or not, most likely you want to have it true, and what layer it's going to be on. Okay, so if it's ever opened up in AutoCAD, that layer will be on, in this case, on vNode text. Right, and you can make layers right on the fly if you like, so you can select the layer, pick the button, and make a new layer if you want, right through that particular window. Click the layout tab, and what you'll see here is this is typical with all label styles. We'll have a component name, and there may be a number of different components. In this particular style, we have 3 components: the description, the point number, and the elevation. So I'm going to select point description now, and I'm going to change up some entities. You can change how it's anchored or how it's orientated by the anchor point. I'm going to focus on the text height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the text height to 3. I'm going to hit enter, and that'll change the description to 3 millimeters. And I'm going to change the color as well. So I'm going to click color, and I'm going to change that color to dark blue. Okay, now notice that just applies to the description. So if I wanted to apply to the point number and the elevation as well, I'm going to have to click point number and make those same changes to the point number and the elevation. Okay, so I'm going to do that to both. Lastly, my point elevation, change my color to blue. And now all 3 of my components are the same text height and color. And if you like, you can place a border around it and all that other kind of fancy stuff. The drag state means what it's going to look like if you have to drag the label away from the point. So if there's some type of object that's obscuring the label, you can drag the label away and show how that's going to look. I'm just going to leave that at the default now and show you what the drag state means. So for instance, I'm going to create a point now. And you'll see that my ID number underscore point label style is been created. It's in the list. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to expand out point styles, and I'm going to create a new point style. So I'm going to right click on basic, and I'm going to go copy. And just like I did with the point label style, I'm going to make a brand new point style based on an existing point style. So I'm going to call this your ID number. And you put in your own ID number, point style. So I have one point label style, and now I have a new point style. Click apply, and then select the marker tab. So I'm going to change things up here a little bit. I'm going to change it to superimpose a circle with a cross on there. And I'm going to click apply, and you can have a few different options as far as the size goes. You can use the drawing scale, which means that that point will be always shown at 2.5 millimeters in your viewport. okay, based on a 1 to 1000 scale, which is set in my drawing settings. You can have a fixed scale or a size in absolute units. So in case in model space, it's always going to be 2.5 meters. I would suggest using the drawing scale. That way you can be guaranteed when that point is plotted, it's always going to be 2.5 meters or millimeters high. Let's click the display tab. Make sure that both the marker and the label are going to be displayed and you have them on the correct layers that you've chosen. Click apply and click OK. So we have two new styles now. We have a new point style and a new point label style, but I want to set those to be the default. So again, I'm going to right click in my settings tab on point and go edit feature settings, and I'm going to expand out point styles, and I'm going to change the default point style for this drawing to be your ID number point style, and I'm going to change the point label style to be your ID number point label style, and that's already been set. So I'm going to click apply, click OK. And the other thing you want to check is in your prospector tab, remember that all points point group. So when I create a new point, it's going to automatically create an all points point group, and it's going to place that point in that group. So I'm going to click the points pull down now. I'm going to go create points miscellaneous. I'm going to select manual, and I'm just going to pick a point anywhere on my screen and give it a description of new point. You can call it whatever you like, and give it an elevation. If you just hit enter, it'll give it it won't apply an elevation. All right, and hit escape. So if you take a look, there's my new point style. Now notice there's no label there associated with it, but what you're going to do now, if you click the prospector tab, expand out point groups, you'll see an all points point group there. All right, and in that all points point group, I have one point. There it is listed in my item view, and you can check out how it looks down there. Right click on the all points point group and go properties. And from there you want to change the point label style to be your ID number point label style. Click apply, click OK, and there's your new point.